Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the Stock Analyst. Today's video is regarding Nanodimension, which has a ticker symbol NNDM. I have been covering this particular stock for some time, so if you have NNDM or if you're planning to invest into that particular stock, then please subscribe to my channel because this is a stock I love to cover and I want to give you update almost every week, so stay till the very end. So in this particular video I will talk about the chart pattern, mostly how the chart is behaving, what is the support and resistance, and also why I'm bullish that next week the price will go higher. I will also talk about the short interest, short float, the institutional ownership, and also end of the day how ARK Invest is buying NNDM, because we know Kathy Wood, she loves NNDM. And also at the very end I have a video I will just keep for you, like if you are very new and you do not know anything about 3D printing or why ARK has been buying in NNDM, then there is a small video. I will just leave it at the very end. It's a very nice video. It will give you a good understanding what is 3D printing and what is the market and why you should be long, especially on this particular stock, which is NNDM. If you find this video useful, please do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. So in my previous video, I talked about some recent hiring news, because they have hired Hanan Gino as Chief Product Officer and Head of Strategic M&A, and they also had announced their new president, and all of them has very good experience on merger and acquisition, and we know NNDM has been looking for merger and acquisition. Whenever the news will come, something will pop, right? So I'll come back to that later. So let's look at the chart first. So we can see that like we had a huge run up to $18. We came down, we tried to go up, then again we came down at 12, and what happened now? We are testing this bottom supports, right? So we had a support around 762, then we came down below for back-to-back 2 days, but you see a green candle last day, which gives me a very good sign that things are different, and I will say why I'm thinking. But overall, like just looking at the daily candle, we have a strong support around 6.12. You can see this was a resistance before, then it becomes a support, and so many days in this area it acted as a support. So 6.1, this area would be a very good support. You can also see when we had a massive correction, we came down, we did not touch 6.1, but we bounced off, right? So currently we are in this area, so this is a very crucial area for this particular stock, right? This is a very crucial area here. We will see how it moves. It might come down and hit 6.1 and bounce back, or it can go higher. If I look at a daily RSI, you can see the RSI is moving sideways, not going that below, so it's going sideways, not oversold. It did not touch the $30 line. Also the MACD is going sideways. Other than that, from daily candle, if I look at a 15-minute candle, something nice, I think you will see that maybe we can see here, right? So you can see the huge volume bars here, right? There's a huge volume bar. So what happened at the end of the day? Like the share price came down, or let me zoom a little bit more here. I'm gonna change to cursor so we can see what's happening. So you can see like the beginning of the day we came all the way down, then during the whole day we really did good, right? Because if I draw a trend line, we are making higher lows and we are going high. Especially if you look the last 15-minute candle, so high, so big volume came, big buyers came, and they're buying the stock and they're pushing the price higher. And also you can see all green candles on a 15-minute. Buyers are coming in, and that is why it is reflected in the share price. You can see the early morning it came down, and after that it is just going up and up, so which is really a very good sign for this stock, right? Now let's go back to 4-hour chart, or maybe we can go even one hour chart, or let's go straight to 4-hour chart. So if I zoom out here, just look at the RSI and the MACD. So if I look at the chart here, what we are doing here, just keep that in mind, we are making higher lows, right? We are going down and making higher lows. On the other hand, what we are doing on the RSI, we are going up, meaning that we are making higher lows. So things are going opposite. In one side we are going down, the other side we are going up. This is for 4-hour. I'm sure if I move to 1 hour, you will also see the same thing, right? So we are making higher lows, right? So this is something called positive divergence. If you do not know, then it means that if if in a downtrend RSI is making higher highs and higher lows while the price is making lower highs and lower lows, it is called positive divergence. So this is what I just showed you. So the price is so the share price is coming down, at the same time the RSI is going up, meaning that the stock, the share price is about to go up. This is what you see, right? So that's just the opposite. And if I just look at the other example here, now let's look at the other way, because I'm just talking, let's do some teaching as well. So here you can see that share price is high, making higher lows. On the other hand, the RSI is going down. So again the opposite, meaning that the share price is losing its steam, and you can see a drop in the share price. So anyway, I was talking about positive divergence. So if I look at the NNDM, we can see the price is coming down. On the other hand, the RSI is going higher, meaning that the price is about to go up. And the last day of action, as I showed you, that more buyers are coming in, we are having green candles, and end of the day we had a huge big volume. So things are showing very good, because I think next week we will go higher. Also, some people are saying that during this weekend, the Bitcoin, all cryptocurrency, they were slammed, they came a lot. And because the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin, they will not be running, most probably next week people will come back and this growth stock will go have another run. So this is another type of people they're saying, and most probably we will see that. Anyway, let's go back to shortsqueeze.com. So if I look for NNDM, it shows you that the short percent increase is like 16%. So previously 14 million was shorted, now 16 million shares are shorted, meaning that there is an increase in 16% short volume. And is it good? In one sense it is not good, people are shorting, but on the other hand this is good in the sense that if there is any kind of good news, any kind of merger, any kind of acquisition news, then this short has to cover, and there will be a small short squeeze and the share price will go higher. And also one other thing, if you want to know short float, so short float is defined as the percentage of share in the market that are shorted in relation to all shares in a float. So if you have 100 shares, 20 shares are shorted, it means you have a short float of 20%. Just easy one. If I look at finviz.com, it says 35%, and if I go to Fintel, it says 22%. Different website gives different numbers, but anyway, if anything over 20% is a good short squeeze candidate, right? So keep that in mind. Any kind of good news will push the share price higher. The price action is bullish, it looks like we will go higher next week, so this is a good thing, right? And lastly, look at the institutional shares. So they own 15.35% of NNDM share, which is really good. Also from Fintel, let's see the colors here. So all the green colors is meaning that more shares have been added, and the red shows shares have been sold. And you can see there is only one line here, and most of them are green, and you can see the big numbers here, right? Like 2.2 million. So they are adding NNDM shares, and this is true not only for this institution, also like Cathy Wood and the ARK. We know ARK loves NNDM and they are buying NNDM. So in this chart again, look at the NNDM price, which is in yellow, and look at the ARK holding. So with time the share price is coming down and they are buying more and more. And last week they also bought more shares. So they are very bullish on ARK, and definitely I believe in ARK, I believe in Cathy Wood, so definitely if they are buying, there is something, right? If I look at RQ, they're holding, RQ holding, currently NNDM is sitting at 19th position with a 8.1 millions of share. At the top is always Tesla, but you see the other names, but currently it is at 19, and with more adding of NNDM shares, this thing is coming up, right? Maybe soon from 19 it will come to 18, 17, we will see. This is the last updated on 16th of April, keep that in mind. So anyway, my friends, let's go back to the chart before we move to the ARK video here. So I'm moving to a daily chart again, and let's look at the price action only here. I'm gonna move this here from here. So keep a close eye. If you want, you can set some limit buy order. If it comes to 6.1, grab some share, but most likely it will not come back and it will go higher. And also 7.6 could be a very good resistance, because you see it was a previous support, it could be a resistance. So if you are doing a day trade or something, keep that in mind. And once we cross 7.6, I think the next will be around $9. You see it has resistance sometime, it was a support sometimes. So $9, once 9 is gone, then maybe we will go higher around 11.5. so let's not go back to 17, 18. So let's make let's go with the small steps. So from here 7.6, then we have 9, then we have 11.5. On the downside, we have 6.1, and I think we will not go below 6.1. Or if it comes, then we know they just come and just buy more shares and leave the share price higher. Anyway, my friends, the whole purpose of this video is to give you an update on NNDM and why I'm bullish. Next week it will go higher. And again, these are my thoughts only. Anything can happen with the overall market. If the market is bad, then this thing can come down. Also keep an eye with Dogecoin and cryptocurrency stock, because those can also influence the growth stock a lot. So again, do your own diligence, do your own research. These are my thoughts. I'm not a financial advisor, but anyway, my friends, I'm very bullish on NNDM, and if you think NNDM has a growth in future, then definitely stay with this channel, because I love to cover NNDM. I'm long on NNDM, so please hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And as I promised, I will show you 2 videos at the end. So the latest one is on April 8, 2020. It's a 3.5-minute video, so I will leave a description of that one. And in the description box you can see why 3D printing boom is coming. But here in this video I'm adding this particular one, which is from 2016. But again, I find this video is very useful because it shows you about how 3D printing works and how it prints and everything. So I really like it. So just have a look, just 3-minute video, but you will get a good sense of why 3D printing is needed, where is the future, and why we should be bullish in 3D printing. So anyway, my friends, thank you very much for watching this particular video. Take care and peace.
ARK Invest believes innovation is the key to growth. Let's take a look at 3D printing, a technology that we believe will revolutionize traditional manufacturing. We'll start by sizing the 3D printing market through 2020 to give investors a sense of the magnitude of growth that we expect. ARK estimates that 3D printing will grow from $5 billion today to roughly $40 billion by 2020. While other firms have taken a more cautious approach using historical growth trends, ARK and McKinsey chose to use a top-down approach when sizing the market. At the very high end of estimates, McKinsey projects up to a $490 billion market by 2025. What makes this technology so revolutionary? 3D printing, or more broadly, additive manufacturing, is the process of building objects layer by layer instead of using a mold or removing material from a larger block. This allows for radically new part architectures, decreased costs, reduced weight, and shorter time to production. Ultimately, 3D printing makes manufacturing a much more agile process. 3D printing is still a young industry. Today, the technology is mainly used to make prototypes and has penetrated only a slice of the end-use parts market, which we estimate is an additional $500 billion opportunity. For instance, GE, one of the leading providers of jet engines, uses 3D printing to make fuel nozzles. Originally, 19 separate parts made up a fuel nozzle. With 3D printing, the nozzle is one part, it's 25% lighter and 5 times more durable. Because of its benefits, GE plans to invest $3 billion in additive manufacturing over the next 5 years and expects the technology to touch over half of its supply chain in the next 10 years. Nike and Adidas use automated knitting technology, which is a form of additive manufacturing, to transform footwear design and production. The result? Labor costs are reduced by 50%, material wastes are lowered up to 20%, and it creates better performing shoes. Despite these prospects, 3D printing stocks have suffered since peaking in 2013 because of several factors. The consumer 3D printing space was overhyped and didn't materialize, and the appreciation of the dollar and China's industrial recession hit US manufacturers hard, which heavily impacted short-term demand. As with most technologies, there's an adjustment period. As the manufacturing industry faces increased pressure to boost efficiency and cut costs, 3D printing provides the core value propositions of higher productivity, lower costs, and more agility. For this reason, we created the Total 3D Printing Index to track the performance of the 3D printing market as a whole. The time is right for 3D printing to shape the future of design and manufacturing. To learn more, visit ARK's research platform, where analysts publish research on disruptive innovations like 3D printing, and join ARK as we invest at the pace of innovation.